Archangel Michael says, "Lean in closely because what I am about to tell you will stir something deep in your spirit." A door that once seemed locked is about to swing wide open, and the sound of it will echo through the corridors of your life. A wealthy man, someone you have not even imagined, is being stirred by heaven to relocate you, to lift you out of the place where you have been planted for so long, and to establish you in a land flowing with opportunity, comfort, and honor. And you may ask, why me? Why now? The answer rests in something you did, an act of kindness, a seed of faith, a moment of obedience that you thought went unnoticed. But heaven recorded it, and now the reward is on its way. Pause for a moment and think, do you remember that day when you gave without expecting anything back? That prayer you prayed for someone else while you were in pain yourself? That moment when you chose patience instead of anger, forgiveness instead of revenge? My child, the heavens have been whispering your name ever since. That single act has become a fragrance rising before God, and He has appointed someone wealthy, someone influential, to become the vessel through which your relocation will manifest. You didn't just change a moment, you changed your destiny with that act, and now the ripple is coming back to embrace you. The man who is about to appear is not just moving you geographically, but spiritually and emotionally. You will be relocated from struggle to peace, from loneliness to companionship, from financial dryness to abundance. This relocation is not simply about moving houses or cities, it is about being shifted into the chapter you prayed for but could not see. A divine chess game has been in play, and the piece that represents you is about to be moved into a position of victory. Stay with me, don't scroll, because every word you are hearing is heaven's map being drawn before your eyes. And hear this clearly, this blessing is not accidental. It is scheduled. God Himself orchestrated this moment because He saw what you did in silence. Others may have overlooked you, but the wealthy man has been awakened with your name in his spirit. He may not even understand why, but he feels compelled to favor you. The relocation will happen suddenly, without you striving, without you forcing, and when it happens, you will remember this very moment, these very words, and tears will fall from your eyes, not of sorrow, but of gratitude. My beloved child, hold your heart steady, because you are standing at the edge of a miracle relocation. This is your confirmation. Don't take it lightly. If your spirit is resonating right now, stay connected until the end, because the release is already being written in heaven. Share this message so it multiplies the blessing, and subscribe so you never miss the next divine signal, because heaven is not finished with you yet. My beloved child, let me take you even deeper into this mystery. The wealthy man who has been stirred for your sake is not merely giving you a gift, he is becoming the bridge between your yesterday and your tomorrow. For so long, you have carried weight on your shoulders, asking silently if anyone notices the battles you fight in private. And now, heaven answers, yes, I noticed. Yes, I recorded. Yes, I am sending help. This relocation is not about luck, nor chance, it is the evidence that your tears have been collected, your prayers have been bottled, and your endurance has reached the ears of the Almighty. Think of it like this, your act of obedience, your silent sacrifice, sent ripples into the unseen realm. While others were chasing recognition, you chose humility. While others were holding grudges, you released forgiveness. While others mocked, you kept your faith. That ripple touched the throne of God, and from that throne, a wealthy man was chosen as the earthly vessel of your next chapter. He is not coming because of who he is coming because of what you did. Heaven placed your name in his path, and now, even without knowing why, he will feel compelled to move you, to honor you, to open doors for you that you thought were forever closed. Beloved, relocation is not just about geography. It is about status, about level, about atmosphere. Where you are now has served its purpose, but it cannot contain what is coming next. God is enlarging your tent, stretching your borders, and increasing your territory. The wealthy man is only the instrument, but the author is heaven. And when you step into that new space, you will look back and realize that the pain, the rejection, and the waiting were not punishment, they were preparation. I tell you this with urgency, don't dismiss these words. Don't scroll away and let them slip through your spirit. This is your moment of recognition. If you can feel your heart racing, if your spirit is stirred as you hear these words, it is because this message was crafted by heaven's hand for you alone. Others may watch, but it is you who is chosen. Stay till the very end, for the revelation is unfolding like a scroll in your hands. My beloved child, your relocation is proof that your life is not ordinary. And as you listen, let your faith rise, for your story is about to shift in a way that even your enemies will have to admit, this can only be God. Share this so others can be strengthened, subscribe to remain under the covering of this divine flow, for heaven is not done. This is only the beginning of your relocation miracle. My beloved child, listen closely, for the words I now release carry a weight that will touch the very fabric of your destiny. This wealthy man, chosen by heaven's hand, is not coming simply to change your location, he is coming to alter the atmosphere of your entire life. When God arranges a relocation, it is not just about shifting you from one place to another, it is about removing you from environments that no longer serve your growth, and planting you where the soil is rich, fertile, and waiting for you to bloom. You have been in a season where your efforts seemed unnoticed, where your sacrifices seemed forgotten, but heaven has whispered your name, and that whisper has reached the ears of one who has both the means and the heart to obey. This is not coincidence, my child. This is a divine arrangement. Do you not see how everything aligns when heaven decides to intervene? The same kindness that once made you weep in silence, the same forgiveness that cost you your pride, the same prayer you prayed for someone who never even said thank you, all of it built a case for your breakthrough. That case has now been settled in heaven's courts. And the judgment in your favor is relocation, favor, and honor. The wealthy man is but the courier, the delivery system for what God has written about you before time began. You may ask, why is God using a wealthy man? Because what is coming is not small. It requires resources, influence, and power to move you into a place you could not reach by your own strength. You see, when heaven promotes, it does so in a way that no one can deny. Your relocation will silence the voices that doubted you, heal the wounds of rejection, and establish you in a position where your light cannot be hidden. My beloved child, don't let your heart grow faint. The signs are already near. A conversation, a message, an opportunity, watch closely, for it will come wrapped in what looks like chance, but it is not chance at all. It is heaven's signal. And when it happens, you will know deep within your spirit that this is the fulfillment of what you are hearing now. Stay with me, do not scroll away, for there is more to uncover. Your story is unfolding in layers, and every sentence you hold on to is preparing you for the manifestation. Share this so others can witness the goodness of God, and subscribe so you do not miss the next revelation, for heaven's script concerning you is still being written aloud. My beloved child, lean in with your heart, for what comes now is not just about a relocation in the natural, it is a relocation of your soul. For so long, you have carried hidden pain, unspoken disappointments, and silent battles that no one else truly understood. Yet, heaven saw it all. Every tear that fell in the quiet of the night, every moment you chose to remain strong when you felt weak, every decision to keep believing even when everything around you told you to give up, these were seeds. And today, those seeds are breaking the soil, producing a harvest so great that heaven had to send a wealthy man as the vessel to carry it to you. This relocation is not simply about where you live, it is about where you stand. God is moving you from rejection to acceptance, from waiting to fulfillment, from hidden to seen. The wealthy man will carry keys you could never have forged on your own, keys that open doors of stability, peace, and opportunity. And as those doors swing open, you will realize this is not the work of man, but the orchestration of heaven. You are not being moved because of what you lost, you are being moved because of what you gave. That simple act you thought was small has become a river flowing into your destiny. Hear me well, this shift will not only change your surroundings, it will heal your heart. The loneliness that clung to you like a shadow will be lifted. The betrayal that once broke you will lose its sting. The silence of unanswered prayers will be replaced with the melody of sudden answers. And when you step into this new chapter, you will feel lighter, freer, more alive than you have in years. Your environment will reflect your spirit, and your spirit will finally breathe in peace. My beloved child, stay rooted in this moment. Do not scroll, do not rush away. You are in the middle of a revelation written with your name at the top. What is about to unfold in your life will shock even those closest to you, for they will say, "How did this happen so suddenly?" And you will know, it was not sudden, it was scheduled. Remain with me until the end, for this is your confirmation. Share this message so others can believe with you, and subscribe to keep walking in the rhythm of heaven, because what is coming next is even greater than what you just heard. My beloved child, now the curtain is being pulled back further, and I will show you the depth of what this relocation truly means. The wealthy man has been positioned like a chess piece, moved by the unseen hand of God. He does not come by accident, and he does not act by coincidence. His wealth is not only in money but in influence, authority, and connections. And heaven has chosen him as the instrument to shift your life from limitation into expansion. Understand this, my child, relocation in the language of heaven is not just physical. It is spiritual. It is emotional. It is financial. It is relational. God has seen where you are now and declared, "This place is too small for my child." It is time for enlargement. You prayed for change, but you thought it would take years. Heaven decided it would take one act, one divine connection, one man stirred by God, and suddenly everything changes. Do you remember the times when you gave even when your own hands were empty? When you prayed for others while your heart was breaking? When you chose to forgive though you were bleeding inside? My child, those acts were not wasted. They became the very reason this relocation is now happening. You did this. You unlocked this. Your obedience became the key, and heaven has honored it by sending someone equipped to move you into a land you could not reach on your own. When this wealthy man arrives in your story, it will not feel forced. It will feel natural, yet supernatural at the same time. An opportunity will be extended, a door will open, a path will be cleared, and you will know instantly, this is the hand of God. And as you step into that new space, everything around you will align, the finances you struggled for will flow, the relationships you prayed for will restore, the peace you longed for will settle like a gentle river in your soul. My beloved child, let this sink in, relocation means release. You are being released from environments that drained you, from people who misunderstood you, from cycles that kept you bound. And you are being released into a destiny that has been waiting patiently for you. Heaven has not forgotten your name. Heaven has not ignored your effort. Heaven has chosen this exact moment to crown your faith with manifestation. Stay here with me, for this message was not placed before you by chance. It is heaven's reminder that your story is about to take a turn so divine that you will have no words except gratitude. Share this message so others may find hope, and subscribe to keep walking with this flow of revelation, for what comes in the next unveiling will reveal not just what is happening, but why it is happening now. My beloved child, listen carefully, for heaven is drawing the picture more clearly with every word. This relocation is not only about you, it is about your house, your family, your peace, and your legacy. The wealthy man who is being stirred on your behalf is the vessel, but the hand guiding it is divine. He is coming to establish you in a place where your children, your loved ones, and even generations after you will taste the fruit of what you sowed in silence. This is bigger than comfort, this is about inheritance. For so long, your home has felt heavy. There were days when the walls seemed to carry the echoes of your struggles, when silence itself felt like a burden, when the atmosphere weighed on your spirit. Heaven saw it. Heaven sent angels to circle your roof at night, whispering your name before the throne. Now the answer has arrived. Relocation means your home is about to breathe again. Peace will replace tension, laughter will replace sorrow, and warmth will replace the coldness that tried to linger. The wealthy man may provide the means, but it is God who is rewriting the story of your household. Beloved, imagine this, stepping into a space where you no longer feel confined, but free. A home where prayers flow without resistance, where you wake in the morning not with worry but with joy, where the air itself feels lighter. That is what heaven is moving you toward. This is why the relocation is urgent. Your environment shapes your spirit, and God has decreed that you must now live in a place that mirrors the destiny He placed within you. And there is more, relationships within your family will begin to heal. The relocation will not only shift your walls, it will soften hearts. Misunderstandings will dissolve, love will be rekindled, and unity will blossom where division once tried to reign. It is not only your house that is moving, it is your family, your bloodline, your future. What you thought was broken beyond repair will become whole again under the covering of this new beginning. My beloved child, hear me when I say this, you did not stumble on this message. You were brought here by heaven's design. This is your confirmation, your reminder that you are not forgotten. Stay with me, for the story is not finished yet. Share this so others may be lifted with you, and subscribe to remain connected to every unfolding layer, because the next part will show you how this relocation will affect not only your heart and home but also your destiny in the wider world. My beloved child, now heaven opens yet another layer of your story, and this one touches the very identity of who you are in the eyes of the world. This relocation is not just about giving you a new place to live or a new atmosphere to breathe in, it is about raising your name, your honor, and your image before people who once overlooked you. For years, there were those who did not recognize your worth. They saw your struggles but not your strength, your pain but not your perseverance. Yet God has been watching, and now He is preparing to display you like a diamond that has been hidden too long in the dark. This wealthy man is the instrument through which heaven will reposition you in society. He carries resources and influence that will open doors no one else could. Suddenly, your name will be mentioned in places you never imagined, your presence will be welcomed where once you were ignored, and your voice will carry weight where once it was silenced. Beloved, this is not about pride, but about purpose. Heaven is raising your honor not so that you may boast, but so that you may shine as a light to others who are still walking through the valley you once endured. Remember this truth: your relocation is an unveiling. For too long, you have been hidden, and heaven is saying, enough. It is time for the world to see the one I have chosen. Do not be surprised when people begin to treat you differently, when respect comes from unexpected places, when doors swing open without you knocking. This is the fruit of what you sowed in secret: the prayers, the kindness, the patience, the forgiveness. What was whispered in the quiet will now be shouted on rooftops, and your honor will become undeniable. My beloved child, the world will see the shift and wonder, how did this happen? And your only answer will be, it was the hand of God. Because no man, no effort, no strategy could bring such sudden elevation. It will be clear that this is not coincidence, but destiny. The wealthy man is the vessel, but the script was written in heaven long before you were born. Stay with me, my child, for we are only unfolding what heaven has already completed. This is not the end of the revelation. There is more, much more. Share this message so others may see the power of God's timing, and subscribe so you remain in the flow of every divine word, for the next unveiling will show you how this relocation is not just about honor, it is about aligning you with the very mission God placed on your life from the beginning. My beloved child, now the scroll of heaven opens wider, and what is written about you from the beginning of time begins to unfold. This relocation is not only for your comfort, not only for your honor, it is the divine push into the mission that was always yours. For years, you have felt a pull, a stirring in your heart that whispered, there is more to your life than this. You sensed it in the quiet moments, you felt it when you looked at the stars, you heard it in the ache of your spirit. That pull was the calling of God. And now, through this relocation, heaven is positioning you exactly where your purpose will bloom. The wealthy man is only a vessel, but through him, resources will come into your hands. Not so you can simply live in abundance, but so you can fulfill what you were sent here to do. Your voice will carry healing, your presence will bring comfort, your actions will inspire hope. You are being moved from being one who seeks into one who leads. This relocation is a shift from survival to assignment. You will no longer wonder why you are here, because every step in the new place will make the reason clearer.